Hello and welcome to the MyHeritage webinar series. I'm Miriam Pierre-Louis, your host, broadcasting to you live from Eastern Massachusetts. Today we have Gilad Katz, who is with us live in Israel for his class, The Latest Mobile Features on the MyHeritage app. Thanks to Gilad, and thanks to the nearly 600 of you for registering for today's live webinar. So wherever and whenever you are, glad to have you with us. Now, before I introduce today's speaker, let's do two quick polls. Here's our first one. Let me launch this so you can see it. The question is, how often do you use the MyHeritage mobile app? First answer, I didn't know there was a MyHeritage mobile app. Rarely, occasionally, or often. So just pick one of those answers. I can see those coming in. I'll give everybody another minute, not a minute, I'll give you a few more seconds to reply, and interesting results. And then we will share the results with everyone. Okay, I think that's good. Let's close those results and share those out. The poll results, 29%. I didn't know there was a MyHeritage app. 32% rarely, 23% occasionally, and 16% often. Excellent. All right. We're going to get rid of that one and move on to our second poll question. And that is, what is your main use of MyHeritage? The answers there are building and maintaining a family tree, researching historical records, uncovering my origins with DNA, or preserving and improving family photos. The important thing I forgot to tell you is you can hit more than one for this one. So you can actually do 2 or 3 responses if you like. If you're a power user and you use a bunch of things, go ahead and do that. All right, I'm going to close the poll and then share that out with you. And results are 53% building and maintaining a family tree, 52% researching historical records. Wow. So the first 3 results, 52% again, uncovering my origins with DNA. Not so much preserving and improving family photos, 20%. So great. Thank you, everyone, for participating in that. And now I'm going to introduce our speaker. Gilad Katz is a senior product manager at MyHeritage. He's responsible for the MyHeritage mobile app. Gilad leads a team that develops new features for MyHeritage's mobile applications and ensures that users have the best mobile experience possible. Please put your virtual hands together and let's give Gilad Katz a nice, warm webinar welcome. Gilad, how are you? Welcome to the webinar.
Hi, Marianne. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
And were those results helpful, those poll results?
Yeah, these are really great results. So it's always interesting to see firsthand how people are thinking of the MyHeritage app. Excellent. and especially hear the audience for tonight.
Right. Well, the screen looks great. Time is all yours, Gilad.
Okay, thank you so much. So hello again to everyone here, and thank you for joining and signing up for today's webinar. Today we're going to cover a few things. So first of all, as you know, the title says, we are dedicated. We are focused on the MyHeritage mobile experience, and let's see what it means exactly to be MyHeritage on the go. We'll talk about some new stuff in the app, and I hit too soon, but there's gonna be a surprise at the end. So wait for it. Okay, so MyHeritage, as you probably know, is service that been out there for some time, and it started off with the desktop experience, and until now it's very much popular on the desktop. But with the recent technology improvements over the years, we're seeing increased usage in mobile phones. So, everyone today have a mobile phone, and while it is much easier to do some stuff on MyHeritage desktop, like building a tree, it can be, you need like wider screens, or even searching for historical records. But having your mobile always with you is a big advantage when using MyHeritage, and let's see exactly why. So first of all, you can use, even without the app, you can use like the mobile browser. Just, go to your Safari on iPhone or Google Chrome on your Android device. Just hit the myheritage.com, and you'll get the full experience, basically. And we do recommend you, if you are, using MyHeritage quite some time, to install the app, because you get a lot of advantages that do not exist on the mobile browser. And we have a mobile app available. The MyHeritage mobile app is available, I think, as of 2015 out there. It's available for both Android devices and for iOS devices, iPhone. And you can download it for free from the Google Play Store or through the App Store. Now, why use the MyHeritage app instead of the mobile browser on your phone? So first of all, when we build mobile apps, we can design it for the best experience that we can offer you on the mobile phone. Much similar to if you're using Facebook or other apps, it's much easier, convenient using the mobile app versus the mobile browser, and the same goes for the MyHeritage app. Second, and very important, is that you can get real-time notifications directly to your phone. So, if you are using the MyHeritage and contacting other people, and you get an inbox message, then you can get a real-time notification when someone answers your replies or just sending you a message. And we plan on adding more push notifications for things like when you get matching with someone from other trees or other things like that. So it's very, very convenient. And then last but not least, the mobile phone is always there with you, whether you are on your home, on the sofa at night, or just on the go, on the bus or your car, or just at work. And it's always nice to, someone sending you a message, and you want to see what's the message, what's the smart match that I just got, or something else, and you're not by the computer, so you can just open the phone and see everything out there. So what can you do basically on the MyHeritage app? So let's see this very short video. All right. So I hope you could also hear the music because it's quite nice. We have 4 main pillars in the app. And the same basically goes for the desktop experience. So first, the core experience of MyHeritage, you can build and maintain your family tree right from the app. You can add people, add members, add facts about them, edit, and whatnot, basically. It is, it could be, as I mentioned before, a bit easier to do this on desktop because, with the wider screen, if you have a big tree, then it could be, more convenient with a wider screen. But still, when you're not by the computer, or you just want to see something on your tree, it's very much easy on the app. The second pillar, you can preserve and improve family photos. So we have an entire photo section in the app where you can upload photos and improve them. So, a lot of times you have old family photos. They could be black and white, or, just damaged over time, like holes and scratches and things like that. Or, their colors could be just faded over time. So it's quite cool, actually. We use AI-powered tools that can restore those photos to their not original state, but, very much close to it. And the results are pretty amazing. So I really encourage you to try that out if you haven't yet. And I saw on the poll that only 20% of you are actually using MyHeritage to preserve and improve your family photos. So I think there's an opportunity here. So go ahead and check it out. The third pillar is explore historical records, which I saw like over 50% of you are already doing that. So you can do that right from the app, searching and exploring, and most of the stuff that you can do on desktop as well. And last but not least, we have all of the DNA world, which also I saw over 50% of you are already using. So that's great. And the nice thing about the app with regards to DNA is that when you purchase a DNA kit, you need to activate it, right? So, and it takes some time until the result, the DNA sample is sent to our labs, and then we analyze it and digitize it, and then you get the results back to you. And what's nice about the app is that you can activate the DNA kit on the app, and whenever the results are ready, you can just check them out from the app, and it's really great. I used to do that for myself when I first joined MyHeritage, and it's really nice because you are really curious to see what the results are when you get them. Okay, so we've talked about what you can do with the app, and let's see what's new on the app. So you might have heard about that. We launched, I think it was a few months ago, a whole new experience called AI Time Machine. And the AI Time Machine was really it went really viral. And you can really, as it said, create stunning AI avatars and travel through history. So we can see some samples here. In small, you can see like the original photos that here are some of our employees also, and some other users. The original photos in small, and what we were able to produce for them with the help of some AI-powered tools, and it's really, really amazing. So let's see, in a nutshell, how it works on the app. So when opening the app, you get this. You can tap on the promotion to open like the AI Time Machine experience, and then when you hit the start, then you are asked to upload photos. That's the first step. Now, we need between 10 and 25, the more the better, photos of you. And they should be, we have the full instruction here, but in a nutshell, it should be only you in the photo. And a variety of the photos is better. Like you can take also selfies, but it's best to use like variety of scenes. That way the AI results are working the best. Here's an example of how it looks when you choose the photos. And then it takes, between a few minutes until a few hours, actually, depending on the amount of users that are currently using the service. And you'll get like an email and also like a push notification if you sign up to the push service. And once the results are ready, and I can assure you that you'll be amazed with the results. It's between a few hundreds of results from all kinds of history periods or all kinds of other scenarios, and it's really inspiring. Okay, and I also promised a surprise, so here it is. Introducing Reimagine. So I think a month ago we just launched a whole new app. So now there are actually two apps by MyHeritage out there on the stores, and Reimagine is a new app by MyHeritage that is dedicated only to family photos. So as I saw with the poll here, is that only 20% of you are using MyHeritage for preserving and improving family photos, and this is a whole new tool dedicated only for that. So I really encourage you to use it. Again, we're taking some of the AI based tools from MyHeritage and bringing them here, as well as adding a few more. And one of the newest features that we introduced with this new app, and it exists only in Reimagine currently, is a photo scanner, which is basically it transforms your mobile phone into a scanning machine. And if you have a bunch of old photo albums in your room or storage, and as time goes by, the photos can be damaged, as I mentioned before, and it's a great tool for preserving that. You don't need anymore to go to the stores and pay a lot of money just for transforming all those photo albums into a digital experience. You can just do that pretty much instantly right from the Reimagine app. So the app is available currently for Android devices. You can just search for Reimagine on the Google Play Store. And it's also translated currently into 11 languages. So I hope you'll find your language over there as well. And we might add a few other over time. And soon it will be launched on iPhone as well. We're expecting it to be launched within a few weeks, around early June this year. So stay tuned. And let's see what you can do with Reimagine and how the experience look. I have a short video here. All right. I hope you can hear the sound as well. Okay, so that was the short video clip about what Reimagine is. And let's see, very high level how it looks. So first of all, much like MyHeritage, when you just install the app, you will be asked to either sign up for free, of course, or just log in with your existing MyHeritage account, your user credentials. And here we can see the current home screen, and I can share that we are already working on some new things for this home screen, but currently this is the home screen. And when you tap the plus button here, you can choose between scanning photos or just uploading photos from your device. Now let's see how the scanning really works, because that's like the very new feature that we've just introduced with this new app. So you can just simply place your phone over a photo album page, and then just tap the button here that we see on the screen, which is the scan button. Now, once you tap the button, we automatically identify the photos that we see inside the page. So here we can see a photo album. I usually have like 2 pages, right? So this is 1 page. And we've identified 5 photos here. And those photos will be automatically cropped and saved as individual photos in the app. So that's nice. Instead of having to, take a picture of each one of those images and then manually crop it and all that stuff, you can just take one single picture of the entire page. We'll identify the images within it, the photos within it, and crop it, save it as individual photos. Now, you can scan as much pages as you'd like. You can have like a photo album of 5 pages. You can have like a photo album of 100 pages. And we can work with any of those. And when you're done, you can just hit the done button, and you'll immediately be referred to the photo album that we created for you. In this album, you'll be able to see all of the photos that were identified automatically and saved. So here we can see all of the photos from this session of scanning. And this album gets like an automatically name with the date of today. You can rename it, of course, and you can also add additional photos to this album, either by scanning or by simply uploading a few photos from your device. And you can just go back to the home screen, tap again the plus button, and start a new album. So that's really nice. And of course, there is this whole section of improving historical photos. So most of these tools exist in MyHeritage as well. And these are tools that were tested with, I'm not sure about the exact number, but I guess like millions of photos by now. And their results are really pretty much amazing. You can just upload a photo, as I mentioned, from your device, or open any of the image that you've scanned and we've detected automatically for you. And then you can just tap any of the icons to apply one of the features. You can colorize a photo, like a black and white photo. You can just colorize it. Of course, it may not be the original colors, but it's quite amazing. And if it's like a photo that is it was in colors, but the colors just faded away over time. It happens a lot with photos, like old photos from maybe the 60s, 70s. Then we'll automatically, when you hit the colorize icon, we automatically detect that and restore back the colors to very close to the original state. You can also enhance a photo, and what it means is basically a lot of time old photos were back then the technology was very different from today, and the quality of the photo is, they could be pixelized or just in low quality or blurry. And when you hit the enhance, we just make it as if it was filmed today. It becomes like very much clear and sharp. And it really makes an impact when we're talking about faces of people. You can repair photos, just remove any scratches, holes, or other damages. And you probably saw in the video that you can animate faces, and that's what you might have heard about it as deep nostalgia. This feature was launched back then in, I think, March 2021. And it also went very, very viral around the world, and very much still today. I really recommend playing with it. It's really quite amazing. You can take a photo of someone that maybe passed away, or someone that you didn't get a chance even to meet, and they will be animated in a way that makes you feel like they are here with you. So it's really it's very, very emotional. So here we can see an example of a photo that was enhanced. So again, it was a very blurred photo from maybe the 50s here, I think, and then we made it very clear and sharp using the enhance tool. And of course, all of the improved photos are automatically saved directly to your account. You don't need to do anything. And of course, you can share with your family and friends the results on your preferred social network, or just email, or whatever is works for you. So thank you so much. This was the latest news from the MyHeritage mobile team, and I'll be happy to hear from you if you have any questions, comments, or feedback about the MyHeritage app or about the new Reimagine app. And here's my personal work email here. So feel free to reach out, and thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you, Gilad. That's so interesting. All these features that you can do on the new app. I am one of those iPhone users, so I'm going to have to wait until June, unfortunately. But it looks really exciting that the Android users can be doing this right now and start scanning and updating their pictures.
Yeah, it's really, really quite amazing. I have to agree. So I really encourage you all to try it out.
All right. I am going to do the announcements, and I'll bring you right back on in just a minute or so with the questions. So our next MyHeritage webinar is coming up in 2 weeks. This is May 23rd. Fishing in Your Match List with MyHeritage DNA Tools by Paul Woodbury. If you have ever watched a webinar by Paul Woodbury, you know you are in for a treat. He is just amazing when it comes to DNA. So it seems like he's going to show us how to use the tools on MyHeritage DNA to kind of sort out all of our matches, which Teresa's saying Paul Woodbury is great. He sure is. So May 23rd, if you haven't registered yet, go to familytreewebinars.com/MyHeritage webinars, and that way you'll be able to get the link so that you can watch that webinar. All right. If you would like to maybe dive a little deeper into some other topics regarding MyHeritage, such as last webinar, we had Working with German Vital Records You Find on MyHeritage. Now, this is phenomenal. If you have German ancestry in a MyHeritage subscription, Catherine Schober walks you step by step looking at the records on MyHeritage, and she's helping you pick out key words and explaining to you what they mean so that you can find your ancestors in these German records. Well worth the watch. And all these MyHeritage webinars are free all the time, so feel free to go back and watch them whenever you like. And you can access all 287 of them at familytreewebinars.com/MyHeritage. It's an absolute great resource for you. All right, let's give away a door prize. The first door prize is a 1-year MyHeritage A Complete plan, and this gives you 2 sides to MyHeritage. First off, it gives you access to the family trees, and it's unlimited capacity, so you can build your family trees. You can use the enhanced smart matching, the consistency checker, all the stuff that goes along with the family trees. And then the other side of it is the data subscription, which is all the historical records that are going to help you take your ancestry even further back. So 19 billion historical records, birth, marriages, and deaths, census, military, immigration, newspapers, yearbooks, all these types of things that will help you uncover your family history. And this prize is going to go out to Poul Erik Sorensen. So congratulations. I will be sending you an email later with instructions on how you can get your door prize. Wonderful. He's going to have a lot of fun with that. All right. Our next door prize is a MyHeritage DNA test kit. And, of course, there are 2 sides to this as well. On the one hand, a DNA kit gives you your ethnicity results. So it tells you more or less the countries where your ancestors came from. And then the other side are the DNA matches, which is what Paul Woodbury is going to be talking about in 2 weeks. And those are your DNA cousins, the people that you're biologically connected to. And so you can dive in deep to either one of these. And I don't know, I find DNA really fun myself. This prize is going to go out to Teresa Dunlap. So congratulations, Teresa. You are the winner of the DNA test kit. And again, I will be emailing you later. So be sure to be on the lookout for these emails because if you don't see them, that means they might have gone to your spam folder. All right, let's bring Gilad back for the questions. And I know we have questions. Now, Gilad, some of the most popular questions today are about the scanning. So Cheryl is asking, what is the resolution of the, she says, PhotoMine style album photo scanning?
Yeah. So great question, and I'm really happy to hear that there are questions about the scanner. So the resolution, I don't remember the exact, numbers, but I can say that it's depending on the resolution of your device, and if it's high resolution, then the photos that we crop will also be a high resolution. So,
okay.
And from all of the examples that I saw, they were really great. So I think
So it depends on your phone or your mobile device.
Yeah. So first of all, you need to make sure that you the phone is taking pictures at high resolution, and of course, if you're using like one of the phones from the recent years, it should be okay. And then we just take care of the rest.
Is there a cutoff for any of the phones, like doesn't work before iPhone 7 or something like that?
So I think, something very, very old. So not something from the last 4 years. That should be okay.
All right. So just everybody be on alert. If you have a really old phone, then it might be a little bit more challenging, or it might impact the quality of your scans. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your scanning. So, okay. So that's good to know. Let's see. Okay. Mary is also asking about scanning. She wants to know about the quality. So say she scans an entire page. Can it be printed out again at the original size?
Do you mean like the individual photos within that page, or the entire page?
I mean, does it scan the entire page? Because when you do the scanning process, it's separating them into individual pictures, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So when you scan like the entire page, say a page include 10 images inside it. When you scan it, we just crop those 10, save them separately, and of course I think you can print them today, like on the stores. You can send like PNGs or JPEGs and just print them out.
Yeah, because I know that people have apps. My family, they have this, not, my brothers, they're always telling me about these nifty tech things they do. They have apps where they can print from their phones.
Well, it could be. I'm not currently not from the Reimagine app, at least.
Okay.
But I guess there are separate apps. But it's a nice idea for a future candidate. So thank you.
Okay. All right. So, but if getting back to Mary specifically, if you scan it, it can replicate it again at the original size it was of the photo.
I believe so, yeah, because you can just you have the JPEG or PNG of the photos that was scanned, and then you can do whatever you want with them, including print it out. So if it's in high resolution, and it should be, then I guess you can just print it out in the same size.
Okay. And is this Reimagine app connected at all with MyHeritage? So if somebody has a MyHeritage account and they scan 200 photos with the Reimagine app, will those appear in their MyHeritage account or no?
Yeah, great question. So yeah, the app, the Reimagine, it is connected with MyHeritage. It's basically the same account mechanism, you might say. So if you are an existing MyHeritage user, you can just log in to Reimagine with your credentials. And MyHeritage works with family sites, right? So all of the photos that you scan or upload with Reimagine are associated to your family site, so that when you use on MyHeritage, you will see those same images.
Okay, great. That is good news. Steven says, I just downloaded the Reimagine app and logged in, and it loaded all my photos and has it nearly done already during the time that you were speaking. So he's already got all of his photos already up there. That's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you can just log in, and if you already have photos, you will see them. You can just improve them, scan, and whatnot.
Very nice. Very nice. Carl is asking, how does the Reimagine app deal with plastic over photos in albums? You know those old kind of albums where you put the picture in and then it kind of pastes plastic over top?
Yeah. That's also a great question. I can say that it's a challenge. It's an AI challenge, not only for us at MyHeritage, but also across the industry currently. We call it glare. So when you have like this plastic wrapper on top, you can get glare back. So we recommend to reduce that, first of all, if you can just remove, this plastic wrapper, that's the best. But if you don't want to, deal with that, or you cannot do that, that's okay. You can just make sure to set up the right environment when scanning, which means do not use any flash, because that will cause those glare. Do not use direct light on the photo album, because then it works the same as flash. You will get those glares. So natural light will help reducing that effect. But of course, if you can just remove it, that will be best.
Okay, great. Hopefully that will help with that answer, Carl. Here's an interesting question from Steven. He says, can you take a photo in the app directly?
Can you take a photo?
Right. So you talked about scanning, but what if he wanted to just take a photo? Would he have to use his phone app to take a photo, or can he take a photo directly from the Reimagine app?
So I guess you mean I'm assuming that you mean I may not want to scan an entire album, but just like a single photo I have right now, right? That's the case here.
Oh, I think what he means is, say he's at a family reunion and he's got his grandma, his dad, himself, his son, and his grandson, and he wants to take a 5-generation photo. Can he do that with the app itself, or does he need to use the photo app on his phone?
Got it. Thanks for clarifying. So yeah, you can do it right from the app if you want to. You can just, if you tap the plus button that I showed before, you can you can choose upload photo, and then you have you can either upload photos from the device, but you'll also have the options to open the camera, the device camera, and then you can just take a picture or multiple pictures, and they will be automatically uploaded and saved to your account and also to your device.
Perfect.
Alternatively, you can also, just use your phone camera and then upload those images.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Steven's got some flexibility there. Either way,
yeah.
It'll work fine. Okay,
yeah,
great. Yeah. All right, Anne is asking, can other people see or capture my photos?
Can other people see your photos? So no, definitely no. Your photos are only yours, and we take security and privacy very seriously, and we do not share any of them with other folks. Having said that, if you have a family site, and this goes to some hardcore MyHeritage users, if you have a family site with a few members in it, and you are the owner or creator of that family site or a manager in that family site, then when you upload or scanning photos with Reimagine, those photos will be available for all of the members of this family site. But you are the one that granted them permission in the first place, so it should be okay. But I'm just saying it out loud. But other people, other users that you do not know, no one have access to your photos.
Okay, so they're all private, but if you attach a photo to a deceased ancestor in a public tree, then people might see those, right?
People, yeah. Other folks from that are members in your family site, yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Doris has a question. She wants to know, basically, I think I'm going to try and say this right, Doris. So, say she scans a whole bunch of photos on her phone. Again, maybe she goes to a family reunion, a relative brings photos, she scans them all, and so they're in the app, and then they move over to her MyHeritage account, because that's automatic. Can she then download them to her computer if she brings them in through the app.
Yeah, of course. So, there are many options to do that. You can, all the photos that you take on the app, they are automatically saved also on the device, but also on your account. So photos on the device, if you have an automatically backup through Google Photos or iCloud, then you can just set these through these services a configuration to automatically back up those folders to your cloud storage, or you can just send them over Bluetooth to your device or connect with the USB cable. Various options to do that, but yeah, ultimately you can do it.
All right, I've got two similar questions here, one from Stephen and one from Linda. Stephen wants to know, can you still use the app if you don't have a paid MyHeritage account? So what's the limitation?
Yeah, thanks for that question. So yeah, we as a free user, you can do a lot of stuff in the Reimagine app, also on MyHeritage, by the way. And you can do all of the features that I just introduced, colorizing, repairing, animating, photo scanning, of course. The usage is limited. So every feature has its own limitations. I can share that, the logic behind it is that those AI-based tools are taking a tremendous computing effort behind the scenes, and those services cost a lot of money. And so we cannot really offer a lot of usage for free, but we do offer what we believe is a fair amount for free that will enable you to understand the service and see if it's a good fit for you. And if you're pleased with it, you can just subscribe, and we have a yearly subscription plan with a free trial of 7 days, or a monthly subscription plan.
Now, the subscription plan, is that the regular MyHeritage subscription plan, or is there a separate subscription plan just for the photo stuff?
Yeah, great question. So it's a separate.
Okay.
So we have, as I mentioned, a yearly and a monthly plan. The yearly plan comes with a free trial of 7 days. And those are separate from MyHeritage. But it goes both ways. So if you subscribe to the photo features through Reimagine, you will get full access to all the photo features also on MyHeritage. And the same goes the other way. If you are a subscriber on MyHeritage, a complete subscriber with a complete plan, you can log in to Reimagine and use all the photo features, except for the photo scanner, which is, as I mentioned, a new feature just for Reimagine, and the subscription will be separate if you want unlimited usage of it.
Okay, I went to the Android store, and it doesn't look like it tells me the subscription, so I'm guessing it's on the MyHeritage website. The subscription cost. Subscription.
Yeah. It is. It should be stated on the Play Store.
I didn't see it.
You're on the Google Play Store?
No, I was accessing the Google Play Store from my computer. So I don't. It's not exactly the same thing.
Yeah, it could be, but there should be a small section over there saying in-app purchases, and when you click it, it should open the full list of plans with their prices, and the prices are of course local per your country, so.
Oh, okay. All right, I will see if I can get that. I'll tell you the next question, and then I'll see if I can find that. So Linda's sort of related question is, All right. So she's a member, but what if she doesn't become a member? So I'm going to just get a little bit more specific there. Say she uploads 200 photos and she uses the enhancer and the color correction and all that kind of stuff on those 200 photos. What happens if she doesn't become, if she doesn't renew her membership? Are those photos still, enhanced and colorized, or how does that work?
Yeah. So as when you are a subscriber, you can use unlimited usage of all the features, of course. And if you stop the subscription at any time, it only affects new photos or new, when you try to apply a feature only after you cancel it. All of those photos that you improved or scanned before, they are yours. I mean, we don't touch them. And you have full access to them.
Okay. And Mary is confirming me that there is no price list when you install the app. Yeah, I found that in-app purchases, and it didn't take me anywhere. So.
That's strange. Well, I can share the current prices for the US if you like.
Sure.
So currently the yearly plan is offered at $49.99 in the US, and as I mentioned, it comes with a 7-day free trial when you can see if you like it. And then you can also choose the monthly plan, which is offered at $7.99 a month. And yeah, it's a monthly subscription. So
okay, great. All right, I'm just putting that in the chat for everybody. I'm just checking here. Another question is, when you set up an album in MyHeritage and you can designate it as public or private, what does that mean? Does the app automatically set the album up as private? So can you go in and say, okay, I want all my albums defaulted as private kind of thing?
Yeah. So by default, what's going to happen is that all of the albums that are created on Reimagine are set to private. Right, so for privacy reasons. Now, if you want to make them, public, then you manually need to go to the MyHeritage website and change the settings for those albums. We prefer users to have the full control of it instead of us. So by default, it's private.
Okay, great. Sheila says she just scanned a small album. So way to go, Sheila.
Great.
Let me see here. Dale is saying, can you recommend a diffuser glass layer you can put over a glossy photo to avoid a reflection? It's getting a little bit technical. I don't know if you know about anything like that, things that you can put over the images to avoid glare or gloss?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not an expert for that. I know glare is an issue, is a challenge. As I said before, an AI challenge. But I'm sure technology will overcome it in the near future. So
okay, yeah. Oh, I'm sure the way everything is going these days with the AI.
Yeah.
Oh, and so Mary wants to just clarify: you can only save them as JPEG and PNG file formats.
Actually, I was just mentioning those formats because they were like top of mind for me. But I'm not sure about that. I don't remember. But I think it's one of those. I can check and get back to you.
Yeah, I don't think that you guys can handle TIFF files on the website. I don't think you do.
Yeah, but I've shared the email, so please just send the question over to me, and I'll be happy to work with you on that.
Okay. And last question for the day. Marvin is asking, actually, this is not a question. This is a tip from Marvin. Love it. He says, scanning a page produces a lower resolution photo. Better scan one photo full screen. And that makes sense, Marvin. Instead of doing 5 photos, if you really get closer or zoom in, then all of the whole picture will be just of that photo, and you would get a higher resolution. Don't you? That makes sense, doesn't it, Gilad?
Yeah, like when I'm trying to think of the technicalities of it, I think it makes sense. But there's a trade-off, of course. If you'll need to scan in an album of 50 pages, 5 photos each. You'll need to scan like 250 times versus like only 50.
Right.
It's yeah.
Or maybe go through the album first, scan each page, and they might be a little bit lower resolution, but then if there are really important pictures, then go back and scan those ones individually, and then compare them. That would be really interesting to see.
Yeah, it is, and but honestly, like a lot of times, phones today are offering much higher resolution than one that we actually need. If you don't plan on printing it as a poster, then probably the scanning a full page would be suffice for you, I think. So
yeah, I know when I send something directly from my phone rather than cropping it in a program, those files are so big. They're like 8 megs or something for each file. It's amazing how time has changed.
Yeah.
So so it should be pretty good quality, but definitely it would be fun to test. So Marvin, I think I might check that out and see how it works.
Yeah.
All right, Gilad, this has been great. It's so much fun to see what is happening with the Reimagine app and all the new features across the board at MyHeritage and with the apps. It's nice to know that you can have all your genealogy in your pocket so you can access it if you need it, or you can scan or take pictures or do whatever. It's great. Thank you so much for sharing this with us today.
And thank you for all your questions. It's really, really awesome.
All right, everyone. Thank you for being here today. And remember to sign up for Paul Woodbury on May 23rd. If you're into DNA, you definitely want to come see that. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.